Way!
Hey,
Finally, man.
there you are.
Yeah, man. Finally.
Yeah, that's the link you need to post, not the YouTube link.
Now I know. We're not live yet. Well, we're live, but I didn't post the link yet. So
It doesn't matter. What's going on in your life, TeamSteem?
Not much. I've stopped running a bit because I steam too much. I don't have time to go running anymore as much as I would love to.
Well, sometimes you have to do some changes.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can run with a GoPro camera like this, you know, or some selfie stick, you know, and then steam it later. Look what I did today, guys. I was running for my life. Help. Make a little zombie is following you movie, you know. If it is a blue day with blue skies, you can just use that as chroma and replace the background with something from The Walking Dead. You know, that's pretty awesome.
Hey, it's been a.
You know, then you can run and steam.
Sorry?
So then you can run and steam at the same time, you know.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Yeah, it's been a pretty let's say it's been a pretty hardcore day for cryptocurrency, right, today?
Yeah, Bitcoin exchange Bitfinex got hacked.
Yeah.
The word on the street is that 120,000 Bitcoin has been stolen. And Bitcoin has dropped significantly in value, which is, of course, very sad. Because we don't like value drops because of hacks, but when that is said, I have been a public speaker in the Bitcoin space for many years. And since 2014, the last couple of years, I have warned people repeatedly to not use Bitfinex because I have talked with Bitfinex owners and people that work there and asked them tough questions like I do and gotten bullshit answers back. And when I hear bullshit answers back, I know as an investor that, okay, so you cannot answer me the question truthfully. You have no clue about the security that is going on your exchange, yet you're handling hundreds of millions of dollars in transactions and in holdings, and you're not improving your practices. So in my opinion, I think that Bitfinex owners will have to answer for some of this in the court of New York, where they are residents, because this is a repeat case. So it is almost like they are causing the trouble.
I just want to let you know we're live now. I just posted the link. You should see the link in the chat. You should go upvote it, I guess. So we're now live. This is the first episode of TeamSteem's Live with Fyrstikken, and we were just talking about the Bitfinex hack that occurred today. 120,000 Bitcoin has been hacked or stolen. So, and Stellabelle will join us. She's supposed to join us. So this is going to be awesome. I'm going to let you continue on what you were saying, Fyrstikken.
No, I was just saying that for 2 years now, I've been warning people not to use Bitfinex because the owners they have no clue about security, about development. They are just a couple of business guys that started an exchange to make money, and that's as far as their knowledge goes. So for a long time, they've been desperately trying to get people from this place and that place to hire into their exchange, but it has only become worse, and people have lost money over there. You know, double-digit times that exchange there has broken down or caused massive destruction for its customers. And every time it happens, the owners of that exchange, they jump out like happy little figureheads and talk to people and say that everything is their fault. Unfortunately, you know, they blame the customers. They blame actually the customers. Oh, it's too many of you. So Steemit users out there, listen to me, please. Never ever use Bitfinex. Okay, promise me that, because you will lose your money over there, and we don't want people to lose money on bad places. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened is totally unacceptable. It's just way too many Bitcoin on. It's supposed to be on cold storage, or it's an incredible hack and thief, right? It's just mind-blowing that that kind of hack can happen. I can't believe this.
Yes, it is a sad day for many Bitcoiners today. It is kind of like a funeral feeling when stuff like this happens. But use exchanges that take security, you know, seriously. Bitrex, Poloniex, Bitrex, BitShares, Poloniex. Use advanced cash, credit card, Xapo credit card. You take profit. Have your own wallet at home, a machine specialized just for that. You know, that is your, just like some people had a safe with a code door in the old days. You know, maybe buy a separate machine that is your safe, where you have your Bitcoin wallet or your Steemit client, or you know, something that only you know about, and you can power it up and do what you need to do with it when you need to do with it, you know. But don't use exchanges as banks. They're not banks, they are exchanges. Yeah, it's terrible, but something. You know, imagine if 10 million Steem got stolen and dumped on the market.
But that won't happen. That won't happen because of the way Steem is built, right?
No, I don't see that happen. But let's just assume that everything bad that can happen will happen at some point. We already seen how the Steemit Foundation dealt with the previous attacks. And thanks to those attacks, we now have a better Steemit.com. We have a straightforward line. We understand that that we're building this place. This is not, you know, this isn't finished. Steemit is still being built. It's beautiful. It's absolutely fantastic. So it's a breath of fresh air into crypto and into social media.
Yeah, it really is bigger than just crypto. It's all about sharing information, and it's very revolutionary in so many ways. It seems like we haven't seen anything yet, right?
No, it is what you say.
It's changed so many lives already. It changed mine very drastically, I'd say, and I can only say good thing about it. And
yeah, it is a wonderful invention, but it is dependent on Bitcoin.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it is backed up, I mean, it is like this. Dollars and euros and yen, they are holding Bitcoin up in value, right? Then Bitcoin is holding everything else up in value that is the crypto.
Look who
Yeah. Hey, Stella.
Hey, how is everyone?
Hello.
Good.
Hello.
What have you been discussing?
Doing great. Yeah. We're just talking about Bitfinex got hacked and 120,000 Bitcoin supposedly stolen and dumped on the market. Prices are dropping and everybody's panicking. It's basically just trivial stuff, really.
Oh, everyone's panicking about the Steem dollar and Bitcoin, plummeting. Is that what you're talking about? Going down?
Yeah, Bitcoin is plummeting.
Bitcoin is going down.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is going down, not.
Well, I mean, it has to do. It's not going to stay the same ever. Everything, right, goes up and down.
But
yeah, especially when an exchange got hacked, and a big exchange got hacked, and 120,000 Bitcoin was stolen and dumping on the market. So that's why it's going down. Somebody stole something that didn't belong to them, and people are pissed off out there.
How much did they steal?
120,000 Bitcoin, about $85 million worth of Bitcoin.
When did this happen?
Today.
Tonight?
Yeah. But
I've
that's.
been away from the computer. Like I don't know what's going on. Clearly, for 4 hours.
No, it's. Yeah, it happened today. It happened quickly like this.
There's been better days for crypto, right? I would be curious. I would be curious to know at what rank this thief is ranked. There's been at least one bigger thief, but it's one of the biggest, and it's really like a really bad day for crypto. But it's going to take off again. It's just.
Yeah, no, obviously, but it just, it is just another example how bad it is when a centralized exchange is allowed to run wild like Bitfinex have done with so many customers and so much money. And they are also the one that is pegging, for the most part, the tether dollar. So if they are insolvent now, then that tether dollar is insolvent too. So if you have sold Bitcoin, if you have sold Steem for Bitcoin or Steem for Tether, so you're holding it, those Tether dollar might not be worth anything if they are insolvent. And Bitcoin has already plummeted down in value, so if you sold for Bitcoin, your value is significantly lower today. And that's the sad reality of today. But it's a great buy opportunity. Now you can buy Bitcoins cheap, and you can make yourself wealthy because of this situation. So there's no reason to cry. Take advantage, profit out of it, capitalize on it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think we might have seen bottom already, so I think it's a good time for people to get in Bitcoin.
Yeah, it is.
But I feel like we should talk about Steem, because Steem is a lot more fun, and even though that hack happened, Steem is still going strong, right? But
yeah, Steem is going on strong. We're almost 45,000 members now. There's no other community in encrypted currencies that have that kind of growth.
Yeah, it's it's taking over my life seriously.
Hey,
I'm
wait,
not the only one, right?
Guillaume, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you never went to sleep. Are you telling me you stayed up all night until 9 a.m. the next morning?
Well, my sleep pattern is a bit it's a bit messed up right now because of Steemit. But yeah, I sleep though. I sleep. I don't need much sleep, so that's okay.
You get like 4 hours?
I sleep 6 hour, I think. That's great.
I'm on the 4-hour rotation. Every 4 hours I wake up. Like I get up at 5 or between 5 and 6 in the morning, but I go to bed around 1. And then do the work and crash and burn around like 11, maybe sleep 2 hours. It's just like I'm always on and I just take a few hours of sleep here and there since Steam started. I was fine. I was doing 10 hours before that, 9 hours, but it's all gone now. The sleep is over. We can sleep later, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. I wanna profit from Steemit as much as I can right now, and I'm on 2 week vacation, so
Right.
I've been able to post a lot more than I was doing. Because before I began my vacation, I hadn't posted in 2 weeks. So
What?
my first post was my best paid post to date. It ranked $7,000. So that was
Wait, that
awesome.
was today?
Oh no, that
No,
was
that was
my
your
first.
the 7,000 one. Yeah,
Yeah, the 7,000 one
I
was
remember.
like 1 week ago when I began my vacation. Yeah, it was
I
it
know.
was awesome.
I'm so happy that people do well. Like, it's great. It's really good to see your friends do really well. It's
I'm
good.
so I'm
Because you're
so
so happy, right?
I'm so super
happy.
pumped out about Steemit. I'm trying to get everyone I know on it.
I
I'm
got another one
contacting.
today.
Well,
I got another person today. I bought my daughter a backpack, this crazy backpack. Anyway, this woman was talking, and I'm like, hey, the only reason I'm buying this backpack, it's brand new, is because I made it pretty decent money on Steemit. And she's like, and then I said, well, I made 12,000 in 4 weeks. And then she's like, what? So her attention is just like, bam, the attention is caught. And then she's like writing stuff down. I said, write it down, write it down, write it down. And I'll see you later. And she's like, I'm going. It's like, okay, see you.
hey, are you is there a way? Are you blocking the mic or something? We can hear you, but your sound is
Oh,
not.
okay. Can you hear me now? Can you
Yeah,
hear me a little bit better now?
I think it's better. I'm not.
I hear you fine.
I hear you.
You hear me fine? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, I have a question. I do have a question for Fyrstikken. I can never pronounce Fyrstikken, right? What are you working on right now? What is your next video? I need to know these things.
Well, I am I don't know. I just do stuff. I improvise things as I go along. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you go to my channel, there is a brand new song that Doc Freeman wrote, and I produced it, and it is now live. So if you want, you can listen to that. It's called Steam for Fun or something like that.
The shitcoins video is hilarious. I watched it like a few times over and over. That one is shitcore. The way you, it's, oh god, it's really good. It's a classic.
With the
And then
camera angles.
I read your blog on that stake pool, and then I
Yeah.
read that bit about you talking about Ethereum and how it's becoming a shit coin.
It is. It is. You know, many project is, you know, good to start with, you know, and then shit happens, you know, and then they can't fix it, and then more shit happens, you know, and then the developer run away and they leave and they don't care, you know, and it's still trading down there at the bottom, but nobody's working with it. Why should anybody invest in it? You know, it's like a bankrupt company.
Yeah, okay, but let's talk about Steemit, right?
Okay, Guillaume.
Yeah.
Guillaume, what are you working on right now? What is your next post about? Do you know?
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Oh
Stuff
wait,
or.
I have something. I'm planning something, and I'll have to show you the beginnings of it. Hold on. Let me see here if I can find. Here we go. So the minnows. Okay, so the minnows. I have something planned for the minnows. They're gonna love this. So there's gonna be like a writing contest, and basically they're gonna win money, and then so like I'm gonna give a gift bag plus money, of course, for a woman and a boy and a girl. So like, you know, the girl will get, this is like a whale mitt, and then like the dolphin cookie cutter. So like you can get it in your brain, like I'm gonna be a dolphin, I'm gonna be a dolphin. And then as you're doing dishes later on, you're like, I'm gonna be a whale, I'm gonna be a whale someday. And then for the boys, I have these cool high top tennis shoes that are colored blue. Like they look like Steemit designed them. So they're gonna get, I haven't quite figured out what else to get for the boys, but like it'll be a gift pack. And then the question will be only for minnows. And you have to have a reputation of positive. You can't have a negative reputation and even enter the contest. I think that's fair. You know, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I'm still grappling with what to do about that. But so like the question is, why should you get this? And then everyone has to answer. And then I take the best answers, the 2 best answers. I don't know. Because I've been thinking the minnows are like the,
Is this going to be your?
now it's created a magazine that's like, hey, these are the cool minnows. These people are doing great stuff. There's no minnows mag, Steemit mag for minnows, of minnows stars. So it's like there's jobs that are not being done within the minnow world. They need some, like, a little, you know, they need a little support or something, because I think there's a lot of people getting frustrated. Like tons of people.
Well, they need to have help, you know, because I feel like some people just post something and don't marketing or aren't marketing it at all, and it's a good post with a good title, but it doesn't end up on the hot section.
Because no one's curating. No one has time. Like
yeah.
I stopped curating because like I'm building the Black Swan contest. Like my energy, well, my energy is spread out into 3 projects. Secret Writer is already going on its own. I'm not like focusing on that. I'm focusing on what to do to help ideas for minnows. The Black Swan contest, which the big reveal will be like in a month. It's gonna be awesome. I keep adding that into. It's gonna be so cool. People will be like, I can't believe this is happening. But that's my energy is based on that. So I've stopped curating as much. Does anyone curate anymore? Like the posts come in every second.
Yeah.
Who can keep up with that?
If you go to Rocket Chat and you can join the Fyrstikken channel there, just post your your post there, and I'll log in there every few hours and just go through it, boom, 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 and upload it. Yeah, effective, because but the best way if you're brand new to Steemit, when I upload a cartoon every day. I try every day to write the cartoon, and it's called Roger and Snore, and they are Steemit users, and they are on Travel Through Life. If you leave a comment under those cartoons, I will upvote every single comment that is written by a human. You know, you have to be human. I don't upvote bots. You know. So yeah, I do curate as much as I can, because I think it's very important to support new users and good users, and all users that deserve an upvote will get an upvote from me, as long as I have voting power.
Well, you're doing good, Fyrstikken, right? You're doing good on. I've mentioned this in the post. You've been one of the top posts or top earner for the month of July. And I just want to say I curate, but I curate from the art section. I'm not curating directly from every new post. You know, I'm curating from the art section. So, and I think
the art. I'm sorry. Could you say that again? The art section.
The art section. Not the trending section. Not the trending section.
Hot.
The
hot. Okay.
Hot.
Okay. Hot.
Yeah, the hot.
Like if a show, like the show. Never mind.
So yeah,
like it's not warm, but it's hot.
Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
it's
guess.
Not warm, it is hot.
New. I go curate new, active, hot. I spend most of my time in the hot section as well. It's just easier somehow.
Well, clearly easier. Clearly easier. Everyone that has a good article should try to get on that hot section as fast as possible. You know, get in touch with some people that just at least 2 or 3 people that could get you there. You know, it's not that complicated, and it's a bare minimum. If you're not.
One of the best things that you can do on Steemit is to do what our friend here has done. Call yourself TeamSteem's, you know. It's like your official Steam. Everybody upvotes you. They think you own the place. So if you create a name like that, you know, that's upvotes guaranteed. Number 2. Oh, it's true. It's true. I'm like, you contacted me, TeamSteem, and I was like, oh, hello, sir. How are you? Yes, I am on your platform. I hope I'm not disturbing. Now I realize that you're just another user like me, you know. Fantastic. You're brilliant.
Thank you. It's true. I get PMs from people that are asking me to fix some shit, like, and I tell them, oh no, I'm not part of the dev team. It's just a name I picked.
Hey, if you had asked me for my owner key, I'd given it to you, man.
Oh, Guillaume, I thought you were part of Steemit Inc. I thought you were part of the website. When I first joined, for a long time, I would see TeamSteem, and it's like, this guy is like in the inner circle, and he works for Steemit. I thought that for a long time. Yeah.
Well, I guess my cover is blown up right now. But yeah.
I guess we all work for Steemit.
Yeah, we do.
Or else we wouldn't be spending so much time there.
Yeah, that's the ironic thing, is that yeah, we all ended up that's where we work. We do work for them.
Yeah, it has become.
They work for us, and we work for them.
Yeah. One thing about that, like, I see people coming with negative posts about Steemit. So they see
Yeah.
negative stuff about Steemit. I mean, you're a shareholder of that company. You don't want to expose the weakness in public. Just do that in private with people that can fix those things. You know, you, you're posting about. I get it if it's a constructive post, but a lot of posts are just negative and aren't bringing anything positive. So it's just a bad idea. I see that done a lot.
Well, the main thing I see is that people are not taking responsibility for their own energy output. And basically, I got into kind of a discussion in the Rocket Chat, and someone, I can't remember who it was. I don't like to expose names, but basically, he said to me, he said, "There's no way that you could have gotten where you are if you'd started right now." And I thought, you know what? I could. I could. I could do it. Because I started from zero and I didn't invest any money at all. And it was hard work. And because there's tons of other people that started at the exact same time I did or before me, and they don't have a 9 reputation, for example. They don't have the amount of money that I've made. It's because I worked my freaking ass off every day. I took it seriously, like this is my new job. I don't like my old jobs. I like this one. I like this one better. Why not just totally go for it?
I came to Steemit because I am an article writer, and I'm a content creator. I've been working with copywriting and prank writing for movie industry and mass media, and I also have my own media house, Stakepool, which is
Yeah.
crypto and finance related. And I discovered that a minute after I had just published an article on Stakepool, somebody reposted it on Steemit, and then somebody told me that live on radio, on our radio show, that it was that the article was on Steemit, and oh, cool, somebody's is that like the new Twitter? And then I go in and I see that the guy has made a few dollars underneath there. I'm thinking, I just spent 14 hours doing the research for this shit, and then I spent
Exactly.
an hour writing it, and now somebody is profiting from it. So I
Yeah.
joined Steemit, and you know, basically to bitch at him, you know. But then I realized that you know, to protect my own content, I have to use Steemit myself, you know, just publish what I would normally publish.
Right.
And in addition to that, I publish the stuff that I want to make, like the cartoon, like the songs I'm doing with Tuck, entertain you guys, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
those things are cool, you know, and I love doing it, and audience love that, and you know, it's who knows, maybe we'll do a world tour in the future when we have
Or
a
like
billion
have,
users on Steam.
yeah, like a world tour or like a convention or something. Like,
Yeah,
that'd be
can you
cool.
imagine Steemit with a billion users from all over the world?
That would be
Like
awesome.
Facebook is 1.6 billion. I mean, so 1 billion is like within reach. I mean, all they needed to get users to Facebook was to steal the content from the universities first, and then make everybody like. You know, there was like a 70,000 likes on the first people on Facebook. You know, I got like so much likes, they got addicted to that. You know, I think people are more happy to receive money. So if you like money, you should come to Steemit, you know.
Yeah.
Then you get something you like.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the best part, you get freedom, because when you go to your job on Steemit, it's like, hey, what do I want to create today? What is fascinating? What is needed in the world today, which is different from yesterday? And you don't have that monotony that you do at like regular jobs. The world is open. You could take a world tour and explore the whales. Like, I thought about doing a documentary, like, who are the top 10 whales? Like, wouldn't that be an awesome documentary? And like meet the whales, and like or it could be even the dolphins.
It's you know, I mean, I think you know, being a whale is not as fun as dolphins and fish think it is. Being an investor and heavily invested in something, that can be anything, a stock, an altcoin, Bitcoin. As long as you have a lot of it, so you are whale status, managing that is not something that is easily done. So there is a lot of responsibility with being a whale. You are the biggest animal in the sea, but you're a friendly animal. You only eat plankton, and you are producing a lot of I would say oil, because that's what we used whales for in the old times. But without the whales, it would be very hard to grease the machinery in an industrialized world. And we do live in an industrialized world, in a technocratical world. Actually, I think that we that are on Steemit, the platform, using it, are experiencing a change of citizenship from being a internet and world person to becoming a Steemit person that has its own kings, its own parliament, it has its people, it has its economy, and it's all built on ground principles that just simply works very well, and we make money on it. You can make money on it from all angles. There is so many angles that you can participate in around Steemit to make yourself occupied, because you don't want to do nothing with your life. You don't want to sit on Facebook and gnome about your cupcake recipes for the 100th times. You want to be more productive than that, and Steemit has what you need. It has money, and if you can make us a recipe that we haven't seen before, or do something different, or something crazy or entertaining, I will reward you for it. I mean, hey, it's my obligation every single day to go out there and reward people for their work. That's my job as a citizen of Steemit. And I too must work. That's also my obligation as a citizen of Steemit, to produce for Steemit. So it's just beautiful. It's wonderful. I think so many people are going to find a home in Steemit, and if jealousy and envy can just disappear, there are many people that has a lot more money on Steemit than I have. But nobody on the top 10 list have produced more content than I have.
Except
so I will
for me.
definitely say that No, not even you. I'm number 8 on that place.
On the content, if you look at the content rewards, I'm still number 1.
On the reward side, yes, but content produced, I have more than 3 times the content that you guys are producing. So
What?
I will.
Do you really?
Yes.
No, I think. Sorry, Fyrstikken. I think it's only for the month of July. You have a.
Yeah, 4th of July.
You have
what else month was there?
Hey, I've got to read the the top comment on the post, the Steemit post. It's from It Me as ISP. So it's Fyrstikken and Stellabelle with TeamSteem. Wow, the first two I mentioned are two of my favorite Steemian, and now suddenly TeamSteem will be one too. This is hilarious and awesome. So if you guys have comments, just ask them in the just reply to this post.
But
Ask them.
Stellabelle is funny. People love Stellabelle. I enjoy the Secret Writer. I enjoy the comments under the Secret Writer. The guys are crazy in there, you know. Hilarious, you know. I might have to write a song about it someday, you know, or put it in the comic, all the things that's going on, just to give a point of view. But you know, it's beautiful, and that is what I want. I want, you know, my latest cartoon has more votes than dollars. You know, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It means that people loves it. You know, it has
Yeah.
more people liking it than it has dollars. So I hope that somebody with dollars comes and likes it too. You know, because that would be awesome. But in the end, it's the magnitude of people that likes what you do that
Exactly.
makes it fun to do it.
Exactly. Like on that note, I had something about. Oh yeah, I did. I made a post that was a minnow's request. I'm not going to go into the title or whatever, but the request came from a minnow, and I was like, I don't know if I want to, you know, write about this, but then I was like, oh, you know, like someone's asking for it, so it's like, why the fuck not? And that one, that post of mine, it didn't make high dollar, but I didn't really care because I'd been meaning to write that story for like 10 years, and the minnows loved it. They voted. All the like it was like 135 minnows voted for it, and it equaled like $80 or something. But I didn't really care. I'm like, I don't need to kill it on every post. Like, there's some things you just gotta do. You just gotta do for other people because they asked you to do it, or you gotta just do it for yourself.
I looked at that post that somebody stole from me, and I think he made $8 on it. And what I thought was, you know, I mean, this is just rational business thinking. If I can make $8 more posting here, as well as all the other things I'm doing out there, I could probably post 4 or 5 times per day. That would be a lot during the end of the year, you know. If I can produce some content that people like, and you know, the local newspaper is making money, the local magazine is making money, the international magazine is making money, and I'm creating content, and people were stealing my content to profit out of it, you know, which is no, don't do that. But it was a great way to introduce me to Steemit, absolutely. I mean, Steemit wouldn't have me if somebody hadn't stolen my content and profited on it.
What is your best moment on Steemit, Stella? Like, what is your best souvenir?
Who's it? Me or Fyrstikken?
No, the question, I'm asking you the question.
My favorite moment?
Yeah, your best time or something.
Let's see here. Hold on. Okay, I got it. My best moment was, I think, the very first secret writer post I put up there. And then when I got to transfer, I can't remember how much it was. It was like, I got to transfer someone like $600 who had originally posted that same secret story on his own wall. And his own post didn't make any money at all. So then one of his friends intervened and said, like, look, this story is really good. It's very deep, and you know, it's like troubling topic. So then when I got to transfer $600 to that secret writer, I was like, this is gold, because I've paid someone. I've been able to help make someone else a bunch of money. And then now it's an everyday thing. I pay someone every day. And, I'm getting a lot of flack for, you're taking the Steam power, hey, I'm giving 50% to people that feel like they don't have traction. But I'm very strict. It's got to be a secret. If it's not a secret, I'm not doing it. Because the integrity has to be dead on high integrity. Or else no one would even, if integrity starts going down, it would just lose. It would just suck. And I don't want anything that I'm involved with to suck in any way. It's got to be primo.
And also, I want to say I honor you for that. That's beautiful. That's absolutely fantastic. And also, if there is people out there, TeamSteem, you have some echo in your microphone. If somebody out there wants to have a story that they need to write or tell or anything, I give you journalistic integrity as well. If it is the right story and I have the time to do it, I'll be happy to publish it. So I can help you keep yourself anonymous if you need to be. But you could be anonymous yourself also on Steemit, of course. But if you can't write, or if you only can speak on a dictaphone or something like that, I'll see what I can do. I try to be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good practice. You're risking your reputation. Publish. You're the editor. You're taking the risk. So I feel like it's a very good business model. People are complaining about it, but I don't see it that way.
To anyone that complains about it, start your own deal. This is voluntary. I made up the rules before you, and if you don't like those rules, make your own magazine with your own rules. It's simple. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. It's almost absurd how much freedom exists within the platform, but then people don't really understand that they're free to do what they want to do. It's kind of like people get confused and they jump into a system and they don't realize, hey, I could change the system easily today if I wanted to do my own thing.
Well, the people that are complaining. We were early adopters, and we put a lot of effort in it. And even though if we wouldn't have put effort in it, we're still early adopters. We were here. We were looking at cryptocurrencies, or whether it be just by chance that we stumble on Steemit. It's anyway. We'll give it back. We'll give back to the best content creators. So I think Steemit is so nice because
we were like the judges in Steemit Idol.
Sorry?
Yeah, he is.
Like Steemit Idol, like American Idol with judges. I mean, it becomes like that.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
But
you're like Brittany, and I'm like that other guy from England that is kind of chubby.
Yes.
And you, TeamSteem, you can be that. I don't even know what their names are. I'm so out of touch with mainstream media. You wouldn't believe it. I turned my television off.
Paula Abdul or whatever. I don't know who's on there anymore, but like there's like and then Fyrstikken's like the British guy that's like, get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
You're nicer than him. You're nicer than him for sure. Except when you talk about shitcoin.
Well, I guess I didn't come up with the word shitcoins. I mean, that was what the market was talking about. Oh, shitcoins. But I definitely popularized the word.
Fantastic.
That somebody paid a lot of money for shitcoin.com, for example. Guess what he is planning to launch.
Hey, that's your daughter right behind you, right?
She's hiding now. Now that you said that, she's going to hide. I gotta get my Reddit karma up because, man, I gotta get her an account too. I gotta get her an account started.
Yeah, sure.
Reddit.
No 401ks, man. Steemit account.
Yeah,
account.
we'll follow her.
All you need is a Facebook account.
Yeah.
That's quicker, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right.
One thing I want to mention.
Some pushmail or something.
One thing I want to mention about the Steam. Well, this post is trending, right? It's at $600 right now, and
Too little. Upvote more.
Yeah.
We got Stellabelle here. We even have a little beautiful child in the background. Here, now it's the upvote time. What can you ask for?
It keep rising, but like there's only 6 people viewing right now, and this conversation is.
Whale. Check it out. Alex, show us the whale. She bought a new whale today.
Yeah, I just want these conversations to continue. It's awesome. Oh,
Alex, show us the whale. Show the whale.
There's Steemit.
Show the whale.
This is our nice little hangout. Oh, hi, child. And we are here today to make a pledge and say, come on and pay us all your upvotes. I want to see this post on the top of the trending list play. There's Swoop. We love you and that man too. And then don't be afraid to use your evil powers for some good once in a while. Check out my account, we can be best friends, you and I.
Steam is awesome!
Here tonight.
This is awesome, guys. I love it so much. Yeah. One thing I want to say is that well, that was awesome, Fyrstikken. You're really good. You're awesome improvising those songs. And one thing I want to mention is that Steemit is going to attract the most brilliant people on the planet, and we're seeing it right now. And those people are going to get traction. You know, they're going to get good post after good post, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. We can see that. And when I say the most brilliant people, I mean the people that are going to be able to share their joy the best way. You know, it's all about joy. It's all about fun, knowledge, but let's not forget fun. Steam is so much fun, right? We're having so much fun right now.
Steam is fun. Yes, it is. It is a theater scene where you can be whoever you want to be if you want to be funny, or you can be whoever you need to be when you need to be serious, and it is everything in between. You can be in the comment section and voting people up, not only with your upvote, but with kind word, constructive criticism. If you are a teacher, a brilliant teacher, I want you to start teaching to Steemit like you were teaching to a classroom. Put that camera in front of you and teach to the camera like there is 1 million children in front of you. And we will vote for the best teachers of the world. So if you can teach a whole year of teaching and you are the best teacher in the world, guess what? The School of Steemit is opening up in the future, and we're going to educate our children using that, and you are going to be the top choice. You know, the kids are going to watch it on video in repetition, and you're just going to make royalties and royalties and royalties. So we are changing the world with this platform. It's no joke. This is not a test. This is a real invitation for you that have a brain that works on the left and the right side to join Steemit intellectually, financially, and with your emotion and your heart and with the passions of your life. And for all the negative people, you can come to Steemit too, and if you keep being negative and non-productive, we won't notice you. You'll die. You'll be in the graveyard of Steemit, so you better shape up. You better understand. You know the song from Greece? Because my heart is set on you. Better shape up. You better dance sometimes, because it all depends on you. You are your boss here, you know, and you're working for Steemit, for yourself, for the community, for everybody. And if you're not doing a good job, nobody's gonna pay your attention or pay you. So you better do what you can do and do a good job about it, or
And the other
go
thing
to
I'm
Reddit
going
and see
to
if you can
add
get some karma.
is that now that we have the reputation system with numbers, there's no fooling anyone anymore. So that's the
Yeah, the
wake-up call. The
Spanish.
wake-up call is the
This-
numbers attached to your name.
The Spanish population on Steemit actually had a problem that they didn't want it to be called Reputation because it has like puta right in the middle of the word, which means whore in Spanish. In case you guys didn't know. I just heard myself. I'm from Norway. You know, English is my second language, but I have a passion for the Spanish speakers also, because 340 million of those.
It's the fire horse.
I see a puppet master has arrived.
The fire horse has arrived, and like everything is now like related to Steemit.
It's a fire!
I haven't heard. Sorry, I haven't heard much about the reputation system. Can you guys tell me a bit about it?
Yes, I can sum it up very quickly for you. Everyone is assigned a number. You can have a negative number, which means that you have more downvotes than upvotes for your comments. I think it's primarily in your comments. When you comment, you know, within someone else's story, people either upvote or downvote you. Now, if you have more downvotes than upvotes in total, you're going to have a negative number. You could have a -4, -5. Okay, with that said, if you have more positive upvotes than negative, then you will have a positive number anywhere from like 1 to 10 or 9. Now, no one knows the algorithm, but here's the deal. When a positive, like a high reputation person, well, for example, me, I have a 9. I think I'm the only one. In fact, I know I'm the only one with 9. There's only one in the list.
I got an 8. I'm 8.
You're 8, yeah. That's
Yeah.
great. So basically, when a high
But you
reputation
deserve your 9.
Well, anyway, when a high reputation person upvotes another person that has like a lower reputation, then that is a very significant algorithm function, which then supports that person. And now, let's say a very low negative, like let's say a -6 person upvotes me, they don't have much weight. They're not, or downvotes me. Let's say a negative person downvotes me, which I have a +9. Their downvote will have very, very small or very insignificant power to like impact my reputation.
It's like trying to beat up Superman.
I've got 2 questions. where's the list? And
Look on the front page. Dan posted that hours ago.
Yeah, it's under your post, man.
I
It's
missed
like,
it.
this is old news, man.
Yeah, I missed
How you
it.
can miss it? You're like, I thought you were Team Steam.
Yeah,
You're supposed
I
to be
know.
like
I'm up.
leading us,
I'm
man.
always up to date. I'm always up to date.
Steam has been involved in his own show.
Yeah, that's right. And also, I was sleeping at that moment. And I guess it's mentioned if it's on the blockchain or not. Does it relate to the blockchain or only Steam?
You know what? You're gonna be the Larry King of Steam. You know
Yeah.
why he is Larry King?
Larry
Because he
King!
calls himself King, you know?
We need to
He
give
calls
him
himself
suspenders.
King.
Wait.
Yeah.
Steam needs suspenders to be Larry King.
Spender?
Larry King, right?
Dude, I'll just buy them. I'll pay for your suspenders, man.
Oh
And
yeah,
a shirt,
yeah. I'll get one.
Yeah,
He's totally
you know,
Larry King.
Yes, that is awesome. This is an awesome first show. It's totally underrated right now. You know, we're
with a great
Steemit
time comes great personalities.
I have big news on Twitter today. A journalist from Motherboard. Are you familiar with Vice magazine?
Yeah.
Motherboard,
They're great. They're wonderful.
Well, anyway, journalists from Motherboard said they want to interview me for an article in Motherboard.
This is you.
Woohoo! Mainstream. It's coming. It's coming. Mainstream.
Well, the mainstream is late. They'll always be late. Everything that is on Steemit is faster, better curation, better reward.
But mainstream still, they're gonna catch on. It's gonna float around.
They are. I have a theory about that, Stella. That mainstream media will be too terrified to write about Steemit because
Motherboard is mainstream.
It will suck. I know, but it will suck in journalists and copywriters from all over the world to be focused on Steemit, which will make that the price of getting something written by someone else in the future will skyrocket because of Steemit. So the supply and demand. They can't stop.
I totally agree with you. However, individuals will be discovering it on their own, and I think Motherboard is like, it's kind of fringe-ish. It's not total mainstream. Like it's still like cutting edge technology information.
It's niche.
It's niche. Yeah. So basically,
it's for people
the
that
niche
like
stuff will
raw
catch on. Mainstream probably will not jump on it because they definitely might be afraid of the power, but they won't be able to stop it.
Nope.
You know what, Stella? You make a lot more money than that article about you on Motherboard will do. How ironic is that?
It's exposure because basically.
No, it's a good thing. I'm not relating that.
Like mainstream exposure is good.
Yeah, sure. Because
it's good. It's not for me at this point. It's not so much about exposure to make money. It's just like I want to help people. I want to help the journalist that's going to do the interview, and I'll tell him exactly what's going on. Give him the scoop. Maybe he'll join us. That's how I look at everything. How many people can I help? I can help this journalist by saying, like, do you really want to work for all those people and give away your copyright? Because that was the situation I was in. I was a professional paid writer, and I didn't have my copyrights. I wrote hundreds of scientific articles on interesting engineering. Nikola Tesla. I don't have access to those copyrights. And that kind of pisses me off because basically that's my intellectual property. I spent 8 hours sometimes on an article researching it. And I don't have copyright. I don't own my content.
But it's no.
Well, now
but that's how that business is, you know. I mean, when you copyright or ghostwrite for others, you give away that intellectual property to that person that pays in order to get paid, you know, because you're not writing what you want to write, you're writing what somebody else is ordering.
If I hadn't been a writer for a science and tech writer for Interesting Engineering, I would have never found Steemit. So it's kind of like I owe them.
Yeah.
I owe them because the research led me into doing that one article about the programmer, and that one guy within Steemit reposted news. That's how I found Steemit. I was looking for the story about the programmer who automated his job for 6 years, and so it's just by chance that someone in Steemit reposted that news, and then I found it through doing research for my writing job. So, you know, thanks Interesting Engineering, I appreciate that, but I want to own my own content from here on out.
Well, there's no reason not to, you know. Steemit exists right now. The revolution has begun. Like,
I totally understand. I agree.
I feel like our brains are having a hard time catching up with everything that Steemit means for humanity, and because information is everything, you know, in our world. Information about us, information about celebrities, politicians, wars, everything is related to information. The censoring of this information, the availability of that information, and Steemit is revolutionizing all of this, and money, you know, it's revolutionizing.
Just think about money. Also, like, the quality of the information that we're getting is extraordinary. I have learned probably a year's worth of information in a very short time, like 3 months or something, 2 months. And like, there's certain people within Steemit who are just brilliant. Dana Edwards, Gavitt, also Xerox. Like, these are amazing minds that we have personal access to. That is incredible. That is a first. Because even the scientific world is shut. It's wrapped up in these websites where you don't have access to it unless you pay a fee, and you don't have access to the original creators. But now the scientists, the artists, the creators, the writers, the journalists, the funny people, they're all going to be in there, and we're all going to be having synergy. It's going to happen. It's already happening.
And it's so soon in the game. Everyone that is on Steemit right now, we're so early to the game. Like, it's awesome for everybody. The price is going to go up, and everybody is going to benefit from it so much. It's like Bitcoin, the first year of Bitcoin, you know, it then got up 120%, you know.
You have to bring up Bitcoin now that we had such a good time. There's too much latency between this, you know. We need some faster studio servers here for upcoming episodes, so we don't have this. I think Google is where Stellabelle, where are you? Like in Australia or something?
Who, me?
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah.
I'm in U.S.
United States? No, really?
I know. I feel like I fit in here. I feel like I'm European or something. Well, I speak French and Japanese. Ohayou gozaimasu. Watashi wa Stellabelle desu ne. Nihonjin wa welcome to Steemit yo.
J'ai rien compris. Je n'ai rien compris, Stella.
Skal vi alle snakke vårt eget språk nå, så kan jeg også snakke norsk. Det er ikke noe problem med det, altså, folkens.
J'aimerais dire salut à tous les Québécois qui écoutent, tous les Français qui écoutent, s'il y en
Og
a.
ønsker deg ute til fjellet
Je
kommer ikke
pense,
til deg. Det er du
que
som går til
Montréal
fjellet.
est très belle, très beau, n'est-ce pas?
Oui, et I'm from Canada, from the province of Quebec.
Toi, pissoir.
That's a good try.
Mic drop.
Me gusta marihuana, me gustas tú. Me gusta la guitarra, me gusta tú. Mi corazón.
Claro,
You know that song?
de Segaña está muy bien. And
Pretty
And
soon,
me-
I
and-
think we're going to be speaking Chinese too, because I'm so impressed with the Chinese translating.
come on now.
Awesome.
Come on now. We'll hire translators like they do in United Nations. Steam Nation.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we are on a road to greatness and to complete fulfillment of the human accomplishment.
Yeah.
So after this will be the end. I don't see how we can progress more than when we have accomplished everything, and it seems like we are on a restart with Steemit.
Then we create the Steemit village, where it's a physical manifestation of the digital world, and vice versa. That's that would be the next step, I think.
It will be a difference between the online world and the offline world, yes. I mean, there is already a division, a wall between the online and the offline world. Either you work in the offline world or you work in the online world. There is really no middle world.
I think it's possible to fuse the two together, actually, but it's going to take a lot of dedication.
Yeah, but we will win. When we fuse it together, we create machines that create everything and does everything for everybody. Like Charlie Chaplin said in The Great Dictator, in his speech to the nation, and I think it's one of the greatest speeches ever.
I agree.
Posted it on my blog, so we can remember it and hear it again. Of course, somebody didn't want to upvote it because it was plagiarizing Chaplin, like he's alive to post it himself. It is our job to bring the best speeches forward to the people and bring stuff like that forward. And all those copyrights expired a long time ago. So feel free when you find something good in the movie archives, use it, produce content with it. Find the gold of our forefathers and foremothers that have stood on a stage before us, like Kennedy, that stood in front of an audience and were fighting the power behind the power that he discovered, and later he died by a shot to his head because of some things that he must have said to piss off the wrong people.
I totally agree with you, and I know exactly about the Chaplin speech and the Kennedy speech you're talking about, and I think everybody should see those speeches. I'll link them in the post below. So those two speeches are one of the most they're one of the most interesting and important speech of our century, I guess. Especially the Kennedy one, I guess. He's talking about secret society. He especially mentioned secret society controlling the history of the United States, and he got killed. I think it was a month or two after it. And not only secret society, but coercion and their tactics, and it really is one of the most important speeches. I agree.
But I would argue that it is not really the secret societies. It is more like the first adopters, the older societies that know each other and have known each other for a while. It's the same on Steemit. You'll see that all the early adopter profiles will know each other, will talk about with one another on a whole different level in 20 years from now. And we probably will be accused of colluding and doing stuff, and we probably will, because we might not agree in 20 years what the noobs are up to, so we want to try to interfere, you know, and use our power. Who knows? Who knows? But I see this as a platform very much similar to what is in the world. There was gold that could be chiseled out of the rock. And we are on the same level with Steemit. There is gold in everything you can produce, and yeah, this is very experimental and very experimental, extremely experimental.
Yeah.
This has never been done before.
Oh, I want to give out a shout out to Klee. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing his name right. Klye for the awesome artwork he has done with Stella. So Stella has drawn herself. And Klee or Klye, I'm not sure. Klye has drawn me and Fyrstikken, and they're awesome. So
yeah, we look like heroes. Thank you.
I love.
Sorry, I don't have the helmet.
Oh man.
Thank
That's
you.
a good one.
Thank you for drawing me like that. Was good.
That was good.
Very funny.
Like
Very talented. You know, somebody needs to upvote him more so he can afford a Photoshop license, because I think he's doing things in a very, you know, the software that came with his computer, and you know, Photoshop and that package cost a little bit. So please upvote Klye for his artwork, so he can create better art with better tools.
Yeah, I've paid him for those artwork actually, and so he's awesome, and they were hilarious, you know. The first one is very hilarious.
In that case, Klye, go and get Photoshop, man. Paintbrush is outdated. Use a better software, man.
Wait, GIMP. GIMP is free. GIMP is open source.
Yeah.
I gotta go pretty soon. I'm dying of hunger and thirst. I gotta go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is it
you know,
like going too quickly or what?
Maybe we can adopt you and have like a photo of you on our refrigerator, you know, and donate to Stellabelle. She's hungering and thirsting in America. A QR code.
I want those fridge magnet with your face on it, Stella.
All right.
Yeah. Like Save the Children is handing out, when, you know, every time I pay to them, they send me like envelopes with, you have helped this child, this one, and this child, and you know, and they put them up there.
Save the Secret Writers. They need help. They need help.
Yes, exactly. They need help. The Secret Writers, you know, completely fucked up, and they need help. So please help the Secret Writers. This is an appeal to the United Nations and everybody that has a heart and is kind. Please help the Secret Writers so that they can come out of their secrecy and out of the closet, like you have seen other people have come out of the closet before. We cannot have closets. Walk-in closet is in now, you know. Forget it. Actually, just have a clothing store with a bed in the middle. That is happiness. And as much sneakers as you can possibly collect. Because that I have seen on YouTube. That makes a lot of people happy.
You do that a lot. All right, well,
Stella, I guess one last question, unless you want to stay with us, but
I
what
have
are,
kind of some duties to do, but
what is your next post going to be? Is it like, like
well, I'm backed up with secrets. I have so many of them that I'm considering doing 2 per day. But the next post, oh God, who knows what it's going to be. I think I'm going to do the minnow contest, do a video and say, why should I give this to you? Why? Does that sound bad? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to rethink the wording. I have no freaking idea. I want to do the Black Swan contest and sit down and write that fucker out.
Yeah, but you know, do
Because
that. Do what you want to do.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna do what I
I mean,
want.
look, even if you take you 2 days, it only makes the audience want you more, you know. So when you're coming with your content, whatever time frame it takes to create it, you'll just see that there's more people waiting. You know, it's like I looked at this account, Susanna, because she's from Norway and she hasn't logged in for a week, and she has like $4,000 on her and did very well on the trending, and she hasn't logged in for a week. So I'm trolling this guy over at the Rocket chat. I'm sorry, guy. I sometimes do troll, you know. I said to this guy, you know, I haven't seen her for a week, you know. We might have a murder case here, you know. And then he went to investigate and reported back to me 15 minutes later. No, she's just busy with her life. She's a very successful woman. And I was like, well, that's good to know, but do we know it is really her? You know? And then he laughed and understood that he was being trolled. But yeah, we have a great thing going here, Stella. And you know, I'm waiting for your next content. Don't disappoint us.
I'm not. I won't. I promise. I promise. I got some good stuff coming. I got some bombs.
That I believe.
Yeah, and like I
That I
look forward. I
believe.
think Fyrstikken, I want to see you do a makeup tutorial, please. Like with a
Me,
Nordic
a
hat
makeup
and
tutorial.
like if I send you the outfit, will you make a makeup tutorial with the stuff I send you? Would you please? I think it'd be hilarious. I would love that. And you singing like.
Yeah.
And like putting like
I do something
dark
like that.
blue eyeshadow, like oh, it would be great. You'd be perfect at that. It'd be hilarious.
I mean,
Like
why not
bathtub
just
with
go full what is his name? The
Roland
50 the 50-year-old transsexual from the Kardashian that people talk about.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know. I don't pay attention to mainstream media. I forgot his name. I know who you're talking about. Her name. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know what Jenner or something.
Yeah.
I know. I don't mind when I'm on set and I do a character, and you know, but I don't know how to do makeup myself. I mean, this is what the makeup artists and the special effects people around me are doing. I'm just sitting.
So funny. I don't know.
But I mean, I could arrange it for them. Okay. I mean, I could arrange it for them to make me a Viking, so you see how it is done. But I couldn't do it because that is, you know, that's not my specialty. I don't know how to brush myself and, you know, paint and put on this. I don't know. This looks like a dog penis that you have around your lip, and no, I have very little knowledge about that. But I know, I mean, my friends are great makeup artists, and I am working to get them into Steemit through the Peruvian domain. So working on getting the Peruvian domain so that it become more local, because we are 10 million people here in the city, which is more than enough people in itself to have its own local community, and talking about parties and clubbing around this metropole. It's just like Tokyo, you know, what's going on in Tokyo. When Tokyo is on Steemit, they will talk about what's going on in Tokyo, you know, and we'll have a Tokyo community.
Yeah.
So yeah. But we've talked a lot now. I think we are tired. I've been up a lot. You had things to do. TeamSteem is it's already falling asleep over there.
Nah.
And
Come on. I just woke up, man. I can't stay up for 2 days in a row.
God, that's
wow.
wow.
I already have about 17 hours of work behind me, and I still need to accomplish a couple more things before I take a power nap and start again in, holy shit, it's 5 hours, and it will be up at work at my trading desk doing my day job.
Yeah, it was awesome, and yeah, we'll have to do this another time, you know, redo this.
Yeah, man.
Really awesome.
Yeah, this is cool. I love it.
Regularly, bro.
It's pretty awesome.
We're doing good with the post, but
TeamSteem for setting it up. I appreciate it. Thanks for setting it all up.
Yeah, thank you, Stella. And we're doing good with the post, but I still think it's very underrated, you know. It was.
Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we had fun.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I
fun.
mean. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think a lot of people will enjoy watching it if they do. So it's awesome. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with it.
Come and check out our channels and see what we are making, and leave a comment, and we'll upvote you guys. Welcome to Steemit.
Okay, bye everyone. Thanks
bye,
for
Stella.
joining us. Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, thank you guys. That was awesome. Hey, why are you still there?
Learning. This is my first one.
Yeah, that was awesome. So see you next time. Don't know when the next time will be, but see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this, right? Bye-bye.